And what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the episode. Welcome back to the show. Thank you, everybody who's joined us so far or have tuned in or have done anything. We appreciate you all so very, very, very much. And we're going to keep it going today. So, with that being said, some of the things that we're going to be doing, we're going to be switching it up a little bit today. We're going to be doing a kind of like a Q&A with myself. I have this game called Big Talk. And what I had done is I went around in the community and I had everybody pick a card out of this deck. And these cards have questions on them. And today I'm going to be answering these questions just to kind of give you guys more of an insight of my mind and how I view things and what I think about things. I haven't looked at these questions, so it's going to be interesting. Tried to keep it very, very fair, like keep the playing field fair. So yeah, we're going to start off here with the first question. So let's see what we got here. If you could create and run your own country, what would it be like? God, that's kind of almost like that's a weird one right there, man. I feel like I'd be a terrible leader, honestly. Like I feel like everybody might starve. I don't know, like running a country. I mean, for surely everybody would have universal health care and everybody would have, universal dental vision and all that. Everybody be taken care of because that's one thing America doesn't do. They don't make sure their own is good. Like for example, I would make sure everyone has clean water. And right now in Mississippi, I mean, they're on a boil notice. And, I love my country, but one thing I don't love is that we can't provide clean water to American citizens, but we can send relief aid to countries that don't even need it. It's just kind of like shocking to me. So I think I would just try to create a country that's like very efficient and like everyone's taken care of because that kind of practice here, that's not really the case anymore in my view. It's going down the drain quick. The Democrats are, I mean, they're okay. I'd lean more towards like bipartisanship. I'm not really Democrat. I'm not really Republican, but I can say right now the people in office are not doing a good job, especially the California governor, Gavin Newsom. Um, I could go on and on. But yeah, if I were to create a country, I'd make sure it'd be ran right and everyone wasn't at each other's throat and what no red versus blue type shit. All right, let's move on to the next question. What do you find beautiful? Um, Man, I find a lot of things beautiful. Uh, I mean, life is beautiful, man, for sure. Life is a very beautiful, precious thing. So is Mother Earth. We need to take care of Earth better. There's just a lot of things that we oversee and overlook, and the effects of it are just insane right now. California being in the mega drought. I think we need to protect Mother Earth and just know how beautiful and precious it is. It gives us life. It gives us a lot of stuff. And the universe is a big place, but we don't know if there's another Earth-like planet out there. We don't know if there's sustainability somewhere else in the universe. We think Mars is it, but we'll never get there. That's only an elite type thing. You got to be an elitist. Got to have a bunch of money. And how I keep seeing too, all these things keep popping up about the Earth and like Antarctica and stuff like, and all those tunnels into these underground worlds and how it's a portal and all that. I already know you elitists already know about that. You guys got a way out, but yeah, man, life and Earth, man, life and Earth are beautiful to me, and I think we need to know that if we keep at the pace we're going, some people won't have the lifestyle that they have. You won't have electricity. You won't have water. You won't have clean water. You won't have food. I mean, there's so many things that go into this, and life and Earth is beautiful, and you need to take care of yourself and Earth. That's my message, big message of the day to all my followers. Try to be an environmental steward, and if you got time to walk past a piece of trash, you got time to pick it up. All right, question number 3. If you could freeze time, what would you do? If I could freeze time, um, I think trying to stop the Industrial Revolution or preventing world wars, nuclear weapons, those would be some of the things I would try and handle if everyone was stopped. Take the ability away. I know maybe I don't know if time gets altered or if that is a reality, but Yeah, if time were stop, I would try and go back and de-escalate the situation of building nuclear missiles and nuclear bombs. Um, because I mean, right now I'm into the outcome of that. Like if there was nuclear war, like even if Iran and Pakistan, two of the smallest nuclear armed countries, go to nuclear war and they start bombing each other back and forth, the amount of the smoke that comes from those bombs, it will literally planet and blanket the earth. That's just the 2 smallest nuclear countries. Can you imagine if the USA and Russia went at it, just bombing each other left and right, left and right? It would be catastrophic. The sun would be covered. The earth only has a 2-month food supply to feed 8 billion people. No crops would be grown. 90% to 95% of the population would die off. And I feel like that's a thing that people overlook. Yeah, okay, cool. You can stop a whole country dropping a bomb on them. But if you get 2 countries going at each other with bombs, the catastrophic events that will unfold from that will just be terrible. So I think I would try and go and stop war and nuclear tension and try to stop the creation of nuclear bombs. All right, see, this is fun. This is a good one. Just kind of get some opinions out here, some theories and some thoughts I have, and I just want to be able to share that with my audience. I want my audience to know more about me. So that's why I'm going to be doing these episodes every so often. Going to be doing kind of these Q&As with myself, just so you guys can be like, oh, okay, that's how he views that, or oh, wow, like that's how he views that. And yeah, and sorry too if my voice sounds a little scratchy. I'm fighting a pretty nasty sinus infection right now, but we're still out here in the studio and we're still laying down these podcast episodes. I still got the voice for it. I got some hot tea with me, drinking some of that throat coat. It's actually helped me get through this. It made my throat feel pretty good. So yeah, I'm rocking out here with y'all. I gotta give you the episode. I got my drivers out there. I got my UPS drivers. Shout out to my UPS drivers. Shout out to my FedEx drivers. All you guys out there listening to the show on the route, I appreciate it. So I gotta deliver 3 times a week, baby. Let's keep it going. Hot 16s. All right, here we go. Question number 4 of the episode. What do you have that you cannot live without? Holy shit, man. I feel like this is almost like one of those things you see on YouTube with those celebrities where they ask you like the 10 questions or like the 10 things you can't live without. I That's kind of like that, but I only get one. One thing I can't live without. Hmm. Uh One thing I cannot live without. Wow, that is a really hard question because there's so many things I need in my life. Uh Man, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna have to say golf. I'm an avid golfer. I One thing I can't live without, and one thing that's always put a smile on my face. It don't matter how pissed off I get on the green if I miss a 2 footer. It don't matter if I yank one left, OB, drop 4. I'm golf is a good thing for me. Golf is positive. I meet a lot of good people playing golf. A lot of good people. I've had the opportunity. Actually, got to play with a couple rounds. Actually, I got to play with Super Bowl 50 champion Derek Coleman. Fair man, one of the most humble people, and that's the thing I love about golf is there's a lot of humbling people out there, a lot of open-minded people out there, and like golfers, man, their minds are just so unique, man. They're just so different. Some of the things we say, like after we hit the ball, or just it brings out a different you, and that's where I feel like I find myself the most is out on a golf course. Just you and a course, man. You and a challenge. And I just I just love it. I've been playing since I was 3. I was on my high school golf team. I was number 1 for 3 years. I was first team all league 3 years, second team all league my freshman year. Um, yeah, that was one thing I actually was good at. I wasn't good at a lot of shit, but golf, man, I was good at some golf. I'll poke it out there. I know John Daly. Shout out John Daly, but man, I get around on that thing for sure. All right, here we go. Having a little fun here, kind of whipping through these questions. This is actually this is unique. I like this. This is fun, just me and the questions. And these questions too, let me remind you, these questions were picked by everyday people. So I went to my grocery store, I went to the liquor store, people walking on the street, I went to some fast food restaurants, and I just said, "Hey, pick a card, pick a card, pick a card." And I had some pretty cool people. met a lot of cool people, had some quick conversation with them, and just kind of parted ways. So it was pretty cool to be able to communicate, share the show, network, and brand the show, and get out there and show my face because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about networking. I like my facial presence with my brand is super big to me, and being able to interact with my fans and do this little experiment, it was awesome. And I'm already thinking of new ways to generate content for y'all to listen to. So with that being said, let's get on to this fifth question. We're about halfway through here. Here we go. How are you really doing? Well, how is everybody doing? How is everybody doing right now? Just everybody kind of just right now, if you're listening, sit back and ask yourself that. How are we all doing? Because I think right now, and I've been actually preaching this, I feel like we need each other more than ever. Humanity. Like we actually need each other more than ever. A lot of mental health battles, a lot of personal everyday struggles that we all go through. Everybody has something going on. And I feel like just being a kind person would help everybody, you know? Like maybe, yes, you are having a bad day. Maybe, yes, I don't know what's going on in your world, you know? But just know that we're all here for you, you know? At least I am. At least I try to be for people. At least I try to be until you push my buttons and you really, just kind of cement that door shut. I mean, I can't really do anything for you. It's just everybody needs each other. I don't think a lot of us are doing good. I know I'm not doing that great. I battle with my mental health every day and my insecurities and my want and my needs. But it's overall, I feel we we judge a lot, and that's just part of human instinct. That's one thing that affects me. I've been getting a lot of judgment lately, but it tells me not to give up. And that's the big thing. A lot of discouragement I've been getting lately, but it's okay. I'm working really hard. I'm going to propel myself to a better liking of myself. I want to find myself and I want to be able to be happy and I want to be able to be happy within myself. Because if you don't love yourself, you know, how can you go out and love the world and love people and love all these things that you say you love when you can't even love your own damn self? And that's where it really starts too, is self-love and self-care, man. Like those are a few things that I've been learning in my life, and it's just very important to take care of yourself and always remember that. I'm learning that the hard way, but it's it comes and it goes, and you take it as it comes. So overall, how I'm doing okay. I wouldn't say I'm doing great, but you know, I'm trying. So don't worry, everybody. I'm trying. I'm trying. Um, it's just a day at a time for me right now. That's just what we're doing. That was a really good question. I didn't mean I didn't mean to get so deep on that one, y'all. But yeah, look out for your friends, look out for your loved ones, and look out for the people that are important to you. Because when they're gone, they're gone. And how many people I want to give a hug to, tell a joke with, check in on your people, check in on their mental, because they could be here today, gone tomorrow, and you could have done something to maybe change that. So let's continue on here, though. We're about halfway through these questions, about halfway through this episode. Today, it's only going to be about a half hour. Yeah, just gonna keep it nice and easy for you. Nice, easy listen today. This beautiful day, y'all. I just want to thank y'all again for tuning in. It's really great that I get to communicate and talk to you. And I want to give a big shout out to, I don't know if you're gonna hear this episode, but I want to give a shout out to my first international fan all the way out in Hessen, Germany. I see the analytics. I see you're watching the show. I don't know where you're at, but shout out to my first ever international fan in Hessen, Germany. It's right outside of Frankfurt. We love the support, man. Keep watching the show. Okay, here we go. Question 6. If you could talk to everyone in the world, what would you say? I'd tell them to shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking mouth. No one wants to hear your fucking shit, honestly, because there's a lot of people that just need to fucking just shut their mouth. I think that would be the big one, is to be able to go around and be like, you need to not be able to talk. Um, and I think I'm leaning more towards like politics and people that make decisions. Um, People that also make slanderous comments too. That's uh that's no bueno. Um, I'm not hanging with that. We're in a process of change right now. We're literally in the middle of going from, a certain ideology to everyone is accepted. I'm really trying to teach myself that and be comfortable with that, and accept everybody. And I'm learning every day. I ask questions. I learn about pronouns. I feel like if we if we just tell people to keep their mouth shut and their opinions to themselves, like my mom actually just dropped some bomb knowledge on me, and she had a little quote. She's so cute with her quotes. I love you, mom. Um, she said, "Man, wouldn't it be great if a closed mind came with a closed mouth?" I was like, "Whoa." I was like, that's pretty to me, that's powerful because you don't get both. It's either you run your mouth and you have a pretty like, closed mind and whatever, or you just don't talk. It's just closed-minded people, bro. Like it's either one way or no way. And that's some shit I can't stand. Um Open-minded, I'm trying to expand my horizons. I'm trying to, I grew up in Mendocino, Point Arena, California. Um and it was closed-minded out there for sure, and I would get made fun of for essentially trying to be a better person, be a voice. Like you would get made fun of for that and bullied because you were trying to not only better yourself, but you were trying to make the world a better place. And that's what's very unfortunate about these rural communities. And I wish the best for anybody up there. And don't be afraid to open up and speak how you feel. Because I felt that way my whole life living up there. I encourage everyone in Wallala and Point Arena and the whole northern coast of California. Everybody. Why am I just doing that? I encourage everybody to speak up and make the world a better place. I encourage it very, very strongly because if you sit on it, you might regret it. If you sit on these thoughts, you might regret not saying these thoughts because your thoughts and your ideologies might have been actually something good that the world needed. But that's what I would do if you could talk to everyone in the world, what would you say? I would just tell everyone to shut the hell up and just try to keep to yourself because honestly, if we did that, I think the world would be just a little bit of a better place. What's your earliest memory of achievement? Um, Damn, well, I keep seeing all these reels right now. People are all like, damn, I just came to when you come to consciousness as a 6-year-old and realize you're a human. No, nothing like that. But no, my earliest thing of achievement, I mean, we all got those, you know, honor roll awards in like kindergarten and first grade. I guess that's an achievement. But my first biggest achievement, I would have to say, would be like honestly winning my first ever BMX race. I was 8 years old, and I still have a photo of me with my first ever first place trophy. I had the biggest smile on my face, man, at the rec center, at the rec rally. This was in 2003. Yeah, 2003. And then from there on out, I went on to win like the next like 5 out of 7, and then the age group capped out for me, so I couldn't do the race anymore, and then I started racing motocross, and that can also be an achievement for me because I was actually able to race with my dad for like 2 to 3 years, and that was so cool because when I grew up, my dad, always shared all his motorcycle stories in the '70s, and my dad used to race, for D&D Cycles in Pacifica, California from 1972 about 1974, 1975. He worked there as well. He bought one of the first Honda CR 125s. The case number was 000123. Had the 123rd CR 125 Honda Elsinore at the D&D Cycles in Pacifica, California. And that's now like a NorCal like surf shop and like a grocery store out there now. It's so trippy. And my dad, shit, you drive by anything he used to enjoy, he's gonna tell you the whole history, then he might tell you again. So don't let him drag you into his garage. Nothing weird, but yeah, he's Mr. Storyteller. I love you, Pops. You got some good shit. Maybe one of these days we'll get Andy Croft on the show, man. Shoo. Sushi! Damn, get Andy Croft on the show. Special guest Andy Croft, the one and only. What's up, pal? Oh, what was he here? Nah, nah, Croft ain't here. It's all good though. But my earliest memory of achievement, well, yeah, that would definitely have to be winning my first BMX race, man, and getting my first ever first place and knowing I beat everybody. What do you value? Uh, this is question 8, by the way. What do you value? Man, I value my pride. I don't like to let people step over me or try to tell me what to do. Really, I'll just let that be known. I value myself. I'm very prideful of who I am. I don't like it when people discourage what I'm about. It just hurts me inside, you know, because most of the time when these people are like judging my who I am as a person or judging what I got going on, it's like, well, what do you do that's so much better than me? And I know that may seem a little kind of little pent up, but it is the truth, man. Like I don't try and judge people unless I know I have like actual facts and more things to back up me judging you. But you shouldn't judge people. And I used to do that a lot, you know? So, I'm working on that. I work on myself every day. Like I mentioned in an earlier question, it's a day at a time with me. So I value my pride, man. I value who I am as a person. And I think everybody needs to value themselves. You don't value yourself, man, you got a lot of rethinking, a lot of readjusting to do. But we're coming in here. Got about eh, got about 8-9 minutes. We got 2 questions. We're gonna wrap up here perfectly. It's been a great time with y'all. Quick, short listen. I've gotten a lot of feedback actually, and you guys are more keen to a 30 to 40-minute episode. And so I'm kind of seeing that too. I'm getting more of a click response with those episodes. So yeah, man, just hit me up in the DM. Do you think I should keep the hour slot or should I just do 30 minutes? Let me know. All right, here we go. What do you dream about, man? Phew, don't we all dream? Do is it what you dream in your dreams or is it what you think about and what you want? What do I dream about? I dream about Hot 16's blowing up. I dream about my brand and my whole thing that I've done. I just dream about it getting blown up. I dream about finally getting hit up to like actually get interviewed on shows, not being the one giving the interview. I dream about owning a house. I dream about finally one day owning the Toyota Tacoma I've always wanted since I was 4 years old. Um, Yeah, those are things I dream about, just my brand and everything blowing up hella big. So that's one thing that I'm trying to work on. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here. We got one more question here. It's been a great time with you guys. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. It's episode 12. Episode 12 of the show. You already know. Hot 16s. Do what it do. Y'all I mean. Sushi. Ah, just being myself, y'all. Having some fun out here with this Big Talk Hot 16s special edition. And we did 10 questions today. There's some good questions out there. So, and if you guys too, if y'all have questions, slide up into that at Hot 16s, HOT_16S. Slide up into that DM and drop those questions. Your question might get answered on the show. We don't know. All right, here we go. What non physical traits do you find attractive in other human beings? Wow, that is such a strange question. Oh my God. Hopefully my fiance ain't listening. She probably is. But what non-physical traits do I find attractive in other human beings? Like honestly, bro, like what kind of car you drive, that tells me a lot about you. Like if you drive a Jeep, get the hell away from me. If you drive a Ford, get the hell away from me. If you drive like if you don't drive Toyota, like I don't fuck with you. Or if you don't drive like Chevy, yeah, like I feel like your car can de-attract or attract me to you. Like, vintage cars though, vintage Ford and all that, those are badass. All the old Mustangs and all that, those are cool. But the new stuff I just can't. I can't deal with. Yeah, your car can make you attractive. That's not a physical trait. Your job. your job, that can de-attract or attract me to you, your job, your lifestyle. Um, yeah, those are 3 things right there. We'll just work on those. Your car, your job, and your lifestyle. If you got a good lifestyle and you got, you know, if I like the kind of work you like, or we share similar interests, then yeah, I'm attracted to you, not in like a physical way, but in like a friendship way. Like I see interest in you, and I want to try and be your friend. So non-physical traits, yeah, that's what I would kind of throw out. I know those are materialistic things, but I yeah, that's where I'm gonna sit on that, and we're just gonna wrap it up there because that was a funny question. But without further ado, though, we are wrapping up the show. It has been a great, short, quick episode with everybody today. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank all my guests that have been on the show. I want to thank Clash, Kudzi, Burn the Wagon, um, Mercutio X, Personal, Huggy, Kid Icarus, Marcelo Lomelin, and Zaymar. I want to thank all 10 of you from the bottom of my heart for being on the show. We're getting some good positive feedback. Y'all are awesome. And we are fans too. We are planning some more creative episodes with past guests. I'm gonna get into the talks here pretty soon with Burn a Wagon. And we're going to have an interactive episode. We're going to try and be a little bit more informative about the next episode with Burn the Wagon. So just know that you got to meet Juan, and we got to learn a little bit about him. But now we're really going to dive in to a really structured podcast episode coming up here in the future. It's been such a great time with you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like I said, thank you so much for listening. This show is not possible without my fans. And please stay tuned. We got episodes dropping all this week. We got 13 coming out on Wednesday, and we got 14 coming out on Friday. Ooh, and also, too, be on the lookout, too. Southern California, we have a couple events coming up. You can catch Hot 16s. You can catch Hot 16s September 29th at the world famous Doll Hut in Anaheim, California. And Hot 16's artist PBP, Painting Bigger Pictures myself, is going to be performing a set with Hot 16's artist Mercutio X. I'm going to be doing a kind of like a special like guest appearance thing with him. We're going to be singing one of our songs together for my set. And then the following day, you can find me at the grand opening of the art exhibit in Fullerton, California. And this is with Game and Prolific Studio. Big ups to Up Your Game for upping their game and getting into a new location and just expanding their brand. It's so great to watch you guys grow. I love it. And you're going to be able to catch me September 30th. PBP is going to be having 5 of his art pieces up for display. So make sure you get out there, tell a friend to tell a friend. So those are 2 events coming up here that you can catch Hot 16s. September 29th at the world famous Doll Hut in Anaheim, California. Doors open at 7, shows at 8. The following day, September 30th in Fullerton, California, DTF, downtown Fullerton. In the SoCo district, all my SoCal people, you know where that's at. You know where the SoCo district's at. That's where the turnip's at. So I want to see everybody out there. It's going to be a night to remember. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. Without further ado, I'm going to sign off today. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your day, just like I want to do with mine. Thank you. Stay blessed. Stay true to yourself. Love yourself. And remember some of the things I touched on. Thank you.